extraterrestrial. 55% of the Americans are convinced. But why they're here? The answer to this question, according to researchers and witnesses, might lie in a phenomenon which is generally known under the term abductions or close encounters of the fourth kind. Do aliens come and take Earthlings? Yes. What is their agenda? Let's have a look into the closest encounters.
Two girlfriends and myself were out running around 2 o'clock in the morning, out in the country, spying on one of her boyfriends. And this was in November of '77. I remembered seeing a light dancing around the sky and kind of laughingly joking with my friend saying, "Oh, it's a UFO." And the girlfriend driving thought it was funny, and we giggled, and the other girl got really scared in the back seat, so we were laughing at that too. Kind of obnoxious 17-year-old, you know. Well, then the lights started getting closer, and we all started kind of getting creeped because it was acting stranger, and we were feeling really weird. And the girl in the back seat just went bananas, and she like dove into the floor.
By meeting a researcher in Texas by the name of Gerald Sims, who had been investigating the alien abduction phenomena for some 27 years. He got me interested by showing me a set of x-rays of a foot which contained two metallic objects, and I offered to remove them. By the time that case was set for removal, another case had come up and had the metallic object in the back of the hand. I organized a surgical team. Both cases were done, and
the bright light coming from underneath it. He gets back in his car, finds his car won't go. Then he seems to black out. He has a sensation of blackness, a sensation of floating. He wakes up inside a room surrounded by several small robots and a humanoid character.
It's difficult to come to any personal conclusion about abduction, but one factor that does interest me is the inappropriate nature of the response to this phenomenon. I would suspect, and I would fully expect, abductees to react with fear and anger to what's happened, particularly when painful and intrusive procedures are being reported. But a lot of them don't. They react in a much more positive way. They go on to develop spontaneous interests in New Age issues. They develop skills as artists, poets, painters, whatever. They become adept in spiritual healing, for example. This strikes me as an artificial response, perhaps something that's been induced in them. And I can't help but wonder whether the